everyone, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. This is episode 11. Last time we tied up some loose ends, but we also discovered something very strange, very new. The Stranger. A literal ring world that is only viewable from a certain angle, and you go to the deep space satellite, and you can check it out, and it's crazy because it just do be chilling there. So we went and checked it out, got very overwhelmed, and we're going to go back there later. Because I'm under the assumption that this is additional content, Echoes of the Eye type stuff, because there was multiple reasons to believe this. So we're going to just stick back into this stuff before we dive into that. But it was a very big surprise, nonetheless, to experience that. So we've got more to check out, and I think what would be a nice idea to do is confront our fears and go to Dark Bramble, because it ended last time with a very fishy confrontation. You know? We went in. We made a mistake and we went in pursuit of the red lights, which led us directly to a lot of pain and suffering. Dark Bramble, naturally, just has to be on the other side of the solar system. So we're going to head over to Dark Bramble. We're going to just enter some points and see what we can find, because we've got to find the vessel and we've got to find the third escape pod. At the very least, that is what we have to find. Outside of that, I'm not sure, but every episode we get closer and closer to figuring out this conundrum, but we get further and further away from figuring it out, because every time we get answers, we just have a million more questions. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But we're essentially at the beginning of a time loop-ish. We're just kind of sat in our ship. I'm not sure if there are anglerfish in all of Dark Bramble, or if it's specifically in the... I took way too long to break there. It's specifically in the red danger lights. I guess we'll find out. I've been lucky enough to not really encounter them on my few journeys in here. So we'll see how we go, I suppose. And from what we can see here at the core, it also seems like that there is multiple entry points as well. I'm not sure if all of these entry points are separate or not. If we have a look here, just is the one dot. There's also just the one dot there as well, so I don't know. But we're just going to go in here and see what happens. Actually, I wonder if we can land on the north and south poles, I guess you would call them. These are like the remains of the icy planet that once was. But I'd say at this point the planet would be pretty dead. And we can take a look, right? We can land on it. Beautiful landing. And we're on the South Pole. At the very least, we can take a look, but I don't think... I don't know. It's wild to think that this used to be a planet, and then Dark Bramble just did what it did, you know? Pretty crazy thought. Because this looks like it could be the fate that Timber Hearth suffers. Because the Dark Bramble Seed. Now, from what I understand, the red light is the anglerfish, right? So what we're going to do is there will obviously be one of these lights that will point us towards Feldspar. Just having trouble actually tracking down where this bad boy is. What the hell? There he is. So he's in that light. So what we're going to do is we're going to actively just not go into that one, and we're not going to go into the red one. So at the very least, we should end up somewhere new. Not in Anglerfish Hell, and not where Feldspar is. But there's no way to really tell until we're somewhere new. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Okay. You can encounter anglerfishes no matter which way you go. Oh, we're dead. We're still alive. I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm still... Okay. Jesus. Alright, so you can just run into them. You just run into them, whether you want to or not. Fucking hell. So where'd our ship go? Ah. There our ship go. I was gonna try and repair it in time, but I got something in my eye. This is the worst time. Look at this fucking thing. Alright, well now we're stranded in Darth Bramble. Feldspar type beat. I'm curious though about how this shit's gonna work, you know? Like, it's interesting that you can lock onto all the different pieces of your ship. How do we get to, Fuck that. How are we gonna get to the vessel? You know, that's the thing that bugs me. Is there like a quantum signal in around this place somewhere? Even though it's not even tied to quantum stuff. I'm like, is that... Oh, hang on. The distress beacon. That's what we follow. That'll take us to the escape pod. Yeah. I'm gonna run out of fuel before we get there though, so I forgot about the distress beacon. We can at least try. But I'm not confident. If I was smart enough to go to Feldspar first and refuel at his camp, that might have been doable. So I'm sorry that I'm rubbing my eye so much. I just got something stuck in my eye. It's killing me. Worst possible timing ever. Oh well, fuck. It's actually much closer than I thought. I thought we'd have to go through another light or two. Look at this. If I can make it in here real quick. Look at my fuel. Yeah, holy fuck. Well, we at least made it in. Sekka. Our escape pod crashed as we tried to flee this place, destroying our movement and communication capabilities in the process. We've held out as long as we could here, but this pod's supply of breathable air is nearly depleted, and the anglerfish attack more and more frequently. Our best chance at survival is to return to the vessel to either repair the damage or probably await rescue. Sekka, is the message finished? The vessel's beacon is already growing fainter. It will be gone in a matter of hours. We need to leave here quickly. Damn. I was really hoping that I would have an oxygen refill here. However, no. So it looks like that they're going back to the vessel. I'm going to run out of oxygen here. This is awful. Begin flight log, escape pod 3. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Now launching. Multiple collisions have altered pod's trajectory. Significant damage to pod detected. Navigation error. Life support error. Propulsion error. Scanning external environment. Scan complete. Gravity not detected. Breathable air not detected. Multiple life forms detected. Potentially hostile. Do not exit the pod. Look at my oxygen. There is a new problem. Our equipment is detecting 2 distinct beacons from the vessel, but it isn't possible for the vessel to be in 2 different locations at the same time. I agree, but the beacons are exactly identical to each other. Perhaps if I had more time. We're nearly out of time already. Din, the vessel's beacon is quickly fading. Soon it will be gone, and we will be lost. We will follow the beacon whose source is nearest to us. But suppose that beacon is false. We likely don't have enough air to reach the farther of the 2 beacons, Din. The decision is made for us. We'll leave a trail of lights as we go. There's still a chance someone could hear our escape pod's distress signal. Oh, a trail of lights. So we follow the lights to the vessel. Cool. Emergency escape hatch. And there's the trail of lights. So we're definitely going to die. In a fate very similar to the Nemayas right now, where we're dangerously low on air. We were using oxygen as a propellant, but we made it to the escape pod right in time to read everything and then suffocate to death in Dark Bramble. But now we can go back here and follow the lights to the vessel. Hopefully. Hopefully. That's really, really cool. See, even when you're down and out, in the mouth of an anglerfish potentially, and your ship has blown up, don't give up. Do something with your life. Do something with your life. Do something with your time. You might find something very rewarding. Let's head back to Dark Bramble. You ever try to just see how far out you can go? I'm surprised it's taken me this long to just go, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna leave. Look how far out I am. Look how far out I am. I'm leaving. I'm going to a new system. I'm out. I'm escaping the Matrix, dude. I'm leaving. On my way to Dark Bramble, a switch just flicked in my head and I went, I'm out of here. I'm gone. Just take me to another star system that's also blowing up. There was genuinely a point, and that was probably about 1,000 kilometers ago, where I assumed that we would die. And here we go. What if this is how you end the game? you just fly away and you leave. And you're like, you know what? I think we're all doomed and there's no happy ending. And it's all pretty grim. So I'm gonna just fly out into the bleak nothingness and see what happens. We're almost approaching 3,000 kilometers away. Oh. Look how unstable it is now. We're losing planet names. Holy fuck. Okay. So it's cool to see it, like, freak out. Even more at this point. It just feels like we're pulling a rubber band at the moment. And we're just like, there's that tension of waiting for the snapback of that rubber band. I have to comment on the genuine success of this satellite though. Like the range on this thing is incredible. I can still find my way back home. Being like over 6,000 kilometers away from Dark Bramble. I can find my way back home. The Harthians really created some decent equipment, you know, like the deep space satellite works 12,000 k's out. This ship doesn't just fucking blow up once it reaches the coldest parts of space, you know, it doesn't cease to function. Again, it just looks like at any point the map should just give out, but it doesn't. From here... Oh, dude, from here, every single signal is perfectly aligned too. So we'd already done this before. We aligned all the instruments together episodes ago on accident. But the fact that you can go all the way out here and listen to all of them. The signal scope works from this far away too. Think about that. I guess that's also every single quantum fluctuation playing together in harmony as well. That'll be every distress beacon. How beautiful is it that this makes like a song of them all playing the instruments together? We're close to the end times because the music is coming to a close. There are less and less stars in the sky. Oh, there it is. Look at that. And we can no longer lock in on the sun. We just see this flash of blue from how far away we are. Look at that. We haven't died yet. It's coming though. The loop will start soon. Look how dark it's all getting. There it is. And it envelops us. It envelops us. Wow. There you go. We were like 30-something thousand kilometers away. This is this is just to see this. Just to see us get pulled back. This is the journey. That was it. It was literally just leave the solar system. Oh, that's so fucking funny. Alright. Now that I've got that out of my system, let's actually go to Dark Bramble. And go and follow this signal, shall we? Okay, time for us to jump in. Now, I guess we will pull up the old signal scope and we'll follow the distress beacon again, which will take us to the escape pod, and then from the escape pod we will follow the lights. And then that should lead us to the vessel. Okay, so there it is. Pretty quick and easy to get to. And now we follow this trail. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, hold on. Dude, there's so many dead. It's so fucking dark, this game, to be honest. Like, it just gets darker and darker. It's so grim. To any who come here searching for us, we followed one of the two beacons from the vessel to this place, but now we can go no further. Fuck, the second one, the signal that they followed was a dud. It's almost too faint to hear now, but the vessel's beacon is still faintly emitting from within this thorny seed, yet the opening is too small for even a single Nomai to fit through it, so our escape pod couldn't have flown through here. I don't understand how this could be possible, but this gruesome place seems to be able to manipulate space itself. Maybe this was our undoing. To be so close to the location of the vessel and still so far is difficult. Worse, the vessel's beacon is dying. Soon we will be unable to hear it. There is nothing we can do now but try to perhaps find a way inside, or at least attempt to comprehend why this happened. My dearest hope is that the other escape pods were able to reach relative safety. We know that we can launch a scout. Oh, they died hugging each other. They died in an embrace. Get fucked. This is so bullshit. Look at them all. Far out. Died staring at it as they run out of oxygen. Okay, now. Duplicate signal. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Fuck. Okay. Oh, we're finding there's a bunch of lights as well. Okay. Well, we've got to keep this scout out there. However, what's kind of freaking me out is it's the red one, and in the red one, when we went in there last time, there was 3 fucking anglerfish that were very hungry. Hang on, before we journey. Escape pod number 3, which goes to Nomai Grave. Okay. One of 3 Nomai escape pods crashed in our solar system. All 3 escape pods were launched from the vessel. The survivors of escape pod 3 detected 2 beacons, as if it was in 2 locations at once. The survivors from escape pod 3 followed one of the 2 beacons to a small bramble seed where they could go no further. They could faintly hear the vessel's beacon from within, but the opening was too small for a single Nomai to fit through, much less an escape pod. The vessel's beacon was dying and would soon be gone completely. If I launch my scout into the seed, I can take photos of an enormous derelict Nomai ship, known as the Vessel. Okay. Let's follow that signal. This is about to get really fucking spicy because I feel that this means that we have to... we're gonna have to do some fancy flying and avoid some anglerfishies. Oh, fuck me. Yep. So it looks like we could see where the signal then goes from there, but holy fuck, this is gonna be dangerous territory. This is gonna be difficult too. This is like, oh man. So to do this, we're probably gonna have a couple of fails here. This is where it's gonna feel a bit painful and difficult, as we have to get to that Nomai Grave every time to launch the seed through. Otherwise, we're kind of flying blind, because I think when we entered the red light, the signal was not coming from like the next red light, but it was somewhere in there. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. We'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. We'll try and get there, won't we? I think the best bet to save us time, confusion, and getting lost and stuff is to go to the Nomai Grave, shoot the scout through, and then follow the the light source. And don't get eaten by anglerfish. I tried to reverse because I was going to exit and then see if I could go through it again, but didn't work. I could not reverse fast enough, unfortunately. It would be great if there was maybe a signal that we could detect, but it's been so long that obviously there is no signal to be found. So we know from this area that we're going into the red light. We know that at least. If we follow these lights, I think we need to follow them the other way because that's leading to the grave. So we need to follow the lights this way. If I could stop. Oh god. Course correcting in 0G is something else, huh? Alright. Hey. Shoot in there, please. Why wait? Okay. Why is it so much more difficult to shoot it from the ship itself? We're just shooting it into the... Get in there. Go in there. There we go. It's so much harder to shoot it from the ship because it doesn't come from like the center. Alright. We just have to zoom, I guess. Piece of the planet. Alright, we just have to fucking go for it. Because they're hungry anglerfish. Look at those 3 lights. Okay, how do we... Oh, well, that didn't fucking work, did it? I was like, I'll just go straight down. How the fuck am I supposed to avoid them? They're like instantly onto me. Do I have to ditch my ship, you reckon? You reckon I'll have to ditch my ship? I feel like that's going to be even worse. Because our ship's faster. Is there something that can make me invisible to the anglerfish, please? This is the part of the game where we just die to anglerfish a lot. Because we just willingly get eaten. But it is what it is. Genuinely stressed about how to enter this shit. You can see the anglerfish lights. And I think it's just the same on every single one. So should I go up? Should I like hide? It's just like it's hard because they're like on you straight away. Oh god. See that? As soon as I'm in. So then they turn around. And then it's just on you, and then you're fucked. And at that, like, look how they, it literally goes through the environment. It's like you're pinned in there as soon as you go in. It kind of bugs me that they're able to just scrape their teeth through the through the environment. Looking at the anglerfish fossil, which is still a question mark, says the Nomai learned how to evade anglerfish, theoretically at least, by studying an anglerfish fossil they found on Ember Twin. So, maybe I should go back to the Sunless City and check out see if we can find a way to get to that anglerfish fossil. because we're struggling. Because I'm obviously getting eaten big time. And then if we go to the museum, there's an anglerfish in the museum as well. This specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. Oh, that's it. Okay. Look how tiny it is, too. Begs to differ, you know, Dark Bramble being some sort of time and relative dimension in space, where it's smaller on the inside. We go small when we get in there or something. And those anglerfish are like actually that large. You know? Haven't been here in a while, have we? Feels weird being back here, actually. You know, like, feels weird heading back to like the starting area. And there's peaceful music. When everything was so innocent and like we were so curious about life. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And now it's so bleak and I'm going crazy. I'm just like, the world is ending. There are anglerfish eating me at every turn. We're trapped in a time loop and it's not great. And we're trying to figure it out and everyone's just innocently like, wow, have fun with your space launch. It's just such a weird vibe going down there now. Let's go see if we can find this anglerfish fossil by going to the Sunless City. Because maybe we can figure it out, you know. Of course it's over the other side of the sun. Our shortcut to the Sunless City is by the gravity cannon. I just need to actually remember which part of the Sunless City we have yet to explore. We've explored the very bottom. It's been a while since we've been there, and this is the mistake that I've made, to be honest with you, is I tend to need to finish up an area, but I get very distracted and my little tiny brain goes, ooh! To new things sometimes. It's hit and miss. Sometimes I'll show good restraint and we'll finish an area, and then other, like with Brittle Hollow and stuff like that, we were very extensive for the most part, but then as you start figuring out more of the secrets to this place, you just like you start jumping over many places quite frequently. This being one of them. I should have done Sunless City a little more ages ago. Let's go. Shit. Good flying. Good flying. Good flying. Good flying. My god. Nobody saw that. And we're already at half fuel, baby. Now. Where do I need to be? Let's turn some lights on. Now. Let's get this place lit up. Now. Anglerfish Overlook. Stepping Stone. High Energy Lab Trailhead. And the Eye Shrine District. Alright. Number 3. Which one was this? This level. Okay, we're going this way. Oh, I didn't know I could destroy those. We're being a very rough archaeologist today. I did not know that I could destroy the directional signs. Ooh, they refresh themselves. Now this is the overlook, so I don't know if this might be where we've already been, because this might be, yeah, this is just the window where you can look at it. So we've read that before, and then that's that. So we need to get in there. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, fuck me. Okay, hang on. We just bounced right through. So we can get up from below. Okay, hang on. We can get up from below. Probably not high energy lab below, but this level below maybe. Let's have a look. Probably should have. Oh, I should have kept the scout, shouldn't I? That was silly of me to pull it back. We're meeting in the fossil fish cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the anglerfish overlook hole, you have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave, and then up into the fossil fish cave. I tried to get to the fossil fish through Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to if you go to the anglerfish overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Taggart can't fit through the anglerfish overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levy now. Who cares? Ilex is still tallest. Okay. Fuck. That's literally what we just discovered. So, that's funny. And that's exactly what I said as well when I went in terms of the light. I was like, I should have kept it. Should be a better. We need to get just a bit of a better shot. At the very least, we can now see where the scout is. This is where we entered before. We're in that room. Oh, fuel. Ah, fuel. It was probably never meant to be on this chaotic run. It'd be nice if I could like increase my you'd be able to increase my fuel tank size, you know what I mean? But as long as I can, I'll try for as long as I can right now. And this is the light. There you go. That's how we get in. Unfortunately, right as I need fuel to propel me... Oh! It was the perfect amount of fuel left. Okay. Right as I get to it, we've got oxygen. We're going to suffocate. Quick, read. Whoever was it when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change, the anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold, and do not peek. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the game more even. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says so, the little fish sneak across to the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes a little fish. So much fish. I love, something that I really adore is you can see a difference in like almost like handwriting and scroll on, you know, when it's kids writing it compared to the grown-ups. Love that. We're definitely going to suffocate in this place, but with the knowledge that the anglerfish are blind, so we've gone to the anglerfish cave and we've figured that piece of information out. They're attracted to noise. So if we... I think the scout launcher makes noise, right? So if we go in there and we shoot the scout... Oh, but we've already shot it through, haven't we? I think what we'll have to do is, obviously our ship makes noise. We just have to kind of glide on through, maybe, or some... I'm trying to think what we can do. But that's our clue. Anglerfish are blind. That should now get rid of the... That should now fill in the anglerfish thing. Yep. And we've finished the Sunless City. There's not more to explore there now. So my children used to play a game here. One player was the anglerfish and wore a blindfold. The blindfold rule was added because real anglerfish are blind. Okay. So that was a missing puzzle piece to get past the anglerfish. I thought we'd check that out because obviously I saw that the anglerfish fossil was still a question mark, and I'm like, let's see what it's all about, shall we? Let's see what it's all about, because it's tied to anglerfishes. Anglerfishies. Makes sense. Let's go. Okay, the tension of this. Now, what I'm thinking is, if we just go at this entrance like full speed before we enter, then when we enter, we should hopefully just be able to, like, not use the engines and just float past if they're blind. Because I can't shoot a scout, because I need to know where we're headed, so... We gotta just float towards that, and then hopefully we're fine, and then we might have to use, like, the engine in, like, small bursts. I don't know. Let's go. Let's find out. Wow, it actually worked. So they're not immediately coming for us, but this is terrifying. It's actually terrifying. Now it just feels like it's gonna be just us getting chased. Yep, okay, so as soon as you go, they're onto us, and I'm dead. Fucking hell. Like, dude, it's just like literally as soon as you move. Oh, holy fuck. Alright, well, we're getting closer. You can just float on through. I was genuinely surprised at how that anglerfish was right there. Like, I thought we'd at least... would have had some sort of start, but it was like right below us, and it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna eat you with like minimal effort. We're getting there. I feel like in a game like this where it's possible that you can have a series of deaths, that it's always going to happen at some point, and that is today. So, I'm gonna line myself up with this one. Never mind. No, I'm not. I'm gonna smack myself into something. I'm gonna line myself up this one. Okay, I need to go lower. I need to just... We have to glide through here at low power. Backing up. As far as I can go without hitting into something. Alright, this is probably... far as I can do without hitting it something. There you go. Alright, and then we just go from here. Let's fix the ship first. God, why is it going? It's going so fast. Stop! In the name of the law. Okay, we're not even lined up anymore, probably. But what can you do? Zero gravity! Alright. Well, that didn't work out, but we're probably lined up. Maybe. Throwing myself off a bit, though, for sure. Damn it. Yep. Okay. Throwing myself off a bit. This is painful to line up, actually. Because I have to worry about this floating piece of rock on the side of... Yep. Let's worry about that floating piece of rock. Alright. Floating piece of rock. Alright, and then kill the power. Oh, that's the most fucking... No. Oh, fuck off. That's the most unfortunate thing ever. Oh, I hate my life. Smacking the roof of it as you enter it. God. What's kind of painful is that I think you almost have a fixed speed. See that? You almost have a fixed speed when you enter. 1.8 kilometers. And I think we're kind of drifting. 1.7, 1.6. Still drifting. 1.5. What the fuck is that? Look at that. Like the red light is crazy. I'm not shooting up my engine. What is that? 1.4. Do you reckon I could move now? Look at all the... Look at this. Okay, I'm moving. Okay, we can move now. Wow, that is bizarre. Okay. In here. Okay. I don't know if there's going to be another anglefish, or just push in and float. No, that's what... This is the vessel. That's where my scout is. Okay. Holy fuck. After 5,000 million anglerfish deaths, we made it to the vessel. This is what arrived in the solar system. They arrived here in this. Guess we'll find... Oh god. We'll find a spot to land and then... Need to find an entrance to this place. This is such a wild ship design. It's cool. Oh, here we go. Ouch. As soon as I see my answer, I get fucking smacked. This might be our way in. Oh, the Nomai bones. Alright, I think we found our way in. Alright, let's try and land the ship. Relatively close by. Let's take a look inside. Oh, landing on it, hearing that noise. Crazy. Okay. Not sure what any of this does yet. Ooh, pick up warp core. Oh, it's broken. Shit. Oh, fuck. If we... Hang on a minute. And we've done the experiment and stuff with warp cores. Do we have to get... Oh, fuck. Do we have to get a brand new one? And then we could... That's why we have the fucking coordinates. That's why we have the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. This is what we'll be putting it into. We have the coordinates. I'm like, can I put them in somewhere? Like, I was like, the first thing we did was go to Timber Hearth. I'm like, maybe we could like look at it, but probably not. I'm like, can we put it in somewhere? If we get a brand new warp core in this vessel, we don't have to fly the ship out of here. We can warp it out of here to the coordinates of the Eye of the Universe, right? And now this is just because the warp core's busted. We need to check the ship log. Because there's warp cores... Are they warp cores? Or some warp somethings in Ash Twin. This is Escal's vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We need help as quickly as possible. Our vessel appears to have... Has it fused with the local environment somehow? There are vines that are now part of the vessel. It has been torn apart from the inside itself. We are abandoning our vessel. Any Nomai clans or spaceflight capable species receiving this message, I implore you, we need your help. Is this broken? Can anyone hear me? Our vessel is dying. We need immediate assistance. Wow. To any Nomai clans whose vessels can hear this message, it's clear the universe is dying. There are fewer and fewer resources and safe places within space now, so my clan and I believe the best option is for all of our clans to stay together. If you can reach the Gloaming Galaxy, we've found that black rock suns are fairly stable, and life in this star system is comparatively thriving. We live in a relative safety. If you prefer to continue exploring alone, know you will be on your own. Kana, we're making our way to you. It's good to hear from you, Bromy. We'll watch for your vessel. Has anyone heard from Neem? His clan was on its way to our vessel, but they never arrived, and he hasn't sent any messages. I'm beginning to worry. That is unsettling. It reminds me of that old myth my grandfather used to tell, the disappearance of a skull. I remember hearing the story as a child. One day, a skull's vessel simply stopped responding. The other clans searched and searched, but found no trace. It's as if their missing friends had warped out of existence. That's no myth, friends. The Skulls clan existed and their story was real. What curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. Are you sure it's true, Hyssop? It was a very long time ago, but yes, my clan's ancestors searched for a Skulls clan for a long time, but in the end, none of them were ever seen again. It's the only time in our history a vessel has ever disappeared this way. Hyssop, I hope you aren't comparing a Skulls story to my clan's vessel. Neem, my friend, we feared you were gone. Not yet. We aren't, but nearly. We found trouble during our warp. The triple suns of the Bright Spark star system exploded, and it was only a lucky coincidence we weren't caught in the blast. We'll meet you soon, Kana. I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. Your clan. Why can't I fucking read today? I'm relieved your clan is safe, Neem. It's good to hear your words. Any vessels nearby, remember to be extremely cautious of potential unstable stars, which is most of them now. Yeah, we're just sort of kind of at a point where it's the natural, or it's seemingly the natural fucking death of the universe itself. This is something that we need to point out here, is this is a Skulls vessel. Something went badly wrong during our warp, and our vessel is mortally wounded. We're getting into some weird fucking shit here, because this is a Skulls vessel. And I noticed that as soon as we started reading this one, that I was like, we have something to address. A Skulls clan existed, and their story was real. What a curious event to have passed into myth. Our ancestors' ancestors were told that story when they were young. About a skull going missing. Warped out of existence. Something went wrong in this vessel, and it warped ahead of time. In that case, warped into the future. It would have had to. Or how the fuck is this vessel receiving all of these messages? Oh, I'm so confused. This vessel either warped itself through time, which is how it went out of existence, or it warped itself here and got lost in Dark Bramble and has just been here for so long, and then these messages have somehow been able to like reach this ship, because this, I guess this is the ship communication wall or something. But this ship went missing long enough ago that the Namai's ancestors were told it in their youth. That's insane. We need to bring a new warp core in here, and then we could put in the coordinates to the Eye of the Universe and go there and observe it with our conscious eye, as Solanum pointed out. I don't know what we can do here, and I also don't know what we can do here, but it's something. Huh. Oh my god. 0G. I wish I had magnet boots. Magnetize me to a surface. Stop. Ah, hang on. Alright, we're doing something. Don't really have the fuel to be wasting time doing this, though. Hey. Dunk it in. Oh, it's right on the edge. Dunk it in. Okay. I don't know what we did, but we did something. Now what? What do we do? I guess we'll check the ship log for that, but we probably, maybe if the warp core isn't busted, it'll actually do something. At the very least, using oxygen as propellant is actually much nicer in zero-G. It's so much easier to control, and we're in a room filled with oxygen, so that's nice. Aha, okay. There is more. I'm recording now. I've never encountered anything like this. The signal the vessel is receiving appears to be older than the universe itself. Okay, so this is them arriving here and, like, getting this signal of the eye of the universe. Felix. This is our first contact with anything of this nature. Everyone, prepare to warp immediately. Ascal, wait. I need more time to send an outgoing message. Shouldn't we tell another clan where we're going? We can send the message upon our arrival. This extraordinary signal appeared suddenly. It may disappear just as quickly, and we can't lose a discovery this incredible. Focus on preparing for the warp instead. So we know that there's some weird time fuckery on a quantum level as well, with Solanum being both alive and dead, depending on where the quantum moon actually is. And if they've tried to warp to the eye of the universe that is like this weird time fuckery signal, it would kind of lend some credence to them warping out of time almost, which is, and then having this weird thing where it perpetuates a myth spanning multiple generations of Ascal's ship going missing. I understand. Anona, is the vessel ready to warp to the signal's approximate coordinates? The warp core is powered, but this will be a significant jump. Afterwards, we'll need time to recharge the core. That shouldn't create a problem, provided we arrive near or at or near the signal source. Everyone, we're ready to warp. Ah, so weird to see my shadow. I was like, ah! There you go. Okay. So they were all chilling here, and they were like, wow. Let us just travel without being cautious or letting anyone know. We'll just let them know when we get there. What could possibly go wrong, you know? So if we need to get a brand new warp core, we need to also acknowledge the fact that that means we have to come back here again. I have to come back here, and we have to glide through the anglerfish again. And I think our answers lie on... Ow. Our answers lie on Ash Twin. Alright, we need to return. We need to return. That is genuinely I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it back to my ship in time. Oh... No! Nailed it. Okay. Perfect. We are seemingly what feels like being on the precipice of having it. You know what I mean? Like, we have the coordinates from the probe to the eye of the universe. We can actually go there, and I think we need to warp there with the vessel. Yep, that was a suffocation death. It feels like we are on the precipice of having it, you know? With all of that being said. This very depressing sort of realization that we are at a natural end of the universe. Like, it's not like, oh, the Namai have done something to trigger a supernova early because they failed. Oh, it's our star system and we should leave and escape. Even though we're seeing all of the other systems, you start being like, wait a minute, this is happening elsewhere. This isn't just happening here. And the more information that we're getting that's just like, there's less and less stars and systems to go to, this is very bleak in that it's seemingly a story about the end of the universe as we know it, and dealing with that knowledge that I don't think that there's a way out of here. There's just, this is it. Unless we're able to make it to the eye of the universe and there's some sort of time travel element where we could potentially, buy our species some more time, maybe go back in time, through the eye of the universe, who knows? But let's find out. Our last question mark here, sorry, our almost last question mark here, because I haven't gone to the lake bed cave yet. Oops. Let's try do that. Is the Ash Twin project, and that's why I feel like we're literally on the precipice. An advanced warp core was approved for installation in the central chamber of Ash Twin. So the Ash Twin project, which is seemingly, I think, the thing keeping us in this loop of 22 minutes, as we can read here, we need to take the warp core out, which will turn off the project, will destabilize it. We need to take this warp core to the vessel, input the coordinates of the eye of the universe, and just go there. And that's that. And then after that, Echoes of the Eye. Crazy. Derelict Nomai vessel within Dark Bramble. The warp core is long dead. I activated a 3-sided pillar that appears to be an input device. The Nomai tried to call for help, but the vessel's outgoing message system broke during the crash. The vessel can still hear incoming messages. There you go. So the remaining Nomai clans are regrouping in response to the impending death of the universe. I found a recording of the original signal that the Nomai encountered from the Eye of the Universe. The Nomai were worried the signal might disappear, so they warped before they could tell anyone else where they were going. So it still got incoming messages on that other board, like talking about it, which is wild. Yeah, let's quickly see if we can if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this now. Something that I'm actually thinking. And I think this is going to harken back to a stupid thing that I've said in the previous episode, where I can't remember if that cave with that quantum shard is in the dark or not, and I think it might be. And if it is, it's literally one of the quantum rules of, like, if we turn off our light and we can't see it, but we stand on the crystal shard, I think that we can move with it, you know what I mean? And I think I dismissed that notion in an early episode. It was like, oh, can I just stand on it, and like move? And the more I have thought about that, the more I'm like, oh, that actually might be the answer. If we stand on it, and if it's in the darkness, we turn off the flashlight, then we'll move with the shard and we'll be in the lake bed cave. That might be how that works. So we're going to quickly remember how we can actually get to the lake bed cave. Because I cannot remember. So the Wandering Rock was first spotted in a cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at Ember Twin's North Pole. So I need to North Pole and head down to it. So we're gonna do that now, and then we're going to see if we can prove that theory of mine correct. It is in the dark. We're in a different spot now, right? I think this is the same text that's on the other side, because text travels, right? I feel like I read this. Yeah, cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed, without warning. Examining the northern lake bed cave. I feel like we read this, but... yeah, the ship log didn't update. And this is where we took photos before. Okay. well, it did work. You stand on the crystal, you turn the flashlight off, you teleport. Why didn't I try and do that ages ago? I dismissed the exact theory. Like, I literally dismissed it. I went, what if it, like, well, I didn't even dismiss it. I just kind of what if, and then I left. I didn't test it, which is really strange because usually I test my theories. But sometimes there are theories that I just voice and then I move on with my life, and that was one of them. Very, very strange. It's just like, oh, what if I just left? You know? Now I'm confused. Hang on a minute. Down this way. Oh, hang on. The shard might travel to multiple points. There we go. There we go. It hadn't moved yet. There we go. I was like, has it moved? I feel like we've read this. Is this a sign in a different spot? It just hadn't moved. How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. There you go. That's Coleus. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis: if the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock, as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Mellorai is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they move together. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. So that's really, really cool. That should update the ship log, and that'll now clear the lake bed cave. So we will sit upon this rock and go back. Perfect. Okay, we figured out the lake bed cave. We kind of figured it out ages ago without acting on it. So that's done, which means the very last question mark that we currently have on our ship log is the Ash Twin Project. Ooh, nice. Okay, we can talk to Chert about some new stuff as well. We've done that. But this stuff is new, I think. Oh yes, everyone loves a good mystery, don't they? Who wouldn't wonder about a moon that's sometimes there and sometimes not? I've observed the quantum moon orbiting each of the 5 planets, but sometimes it quite simply disappears from the sky altogether. Maybe there's another place it travels to. Unfortunately, if there is, I've never seen it. Perhaps if I take a closer look at these star charts. And then there's also, I found modern Nomai transmissions saying the universe is dying. What? I don't, what? You mean to say that if there are modern Nomai out in other parts of space, and they believe the universe, all of it, the whole thing is dying? Currently? Right now? If that's true, how could I have missed so many signs? The supernova were there, but I've been studying the stars for, well, what does it matter if... Oh, I'm very sorry, but I have to look over my charts. I hope you don't mind. Fuck, no. Okay, that speaking to Chert has now made so much more sense in the vessel. Okay, they're modern Nomai transmissions, living Nomai to this day. Oh my god. Okay, that clears it up tremendously. I was going like, oh, these transmissions are also old as balls, and there's some weird time travel element. That makes much more sense that it's still receiving incoming transmissions, So it's receiving Nomai that are observing the current state of the universe dying. That makes sense. And they're talking about the ship that disappeared so long ago, which we are now seeing. I got confused, and I feel like it's very easy to get confused in this game. And it's cool that you can kind of talk to characters or refer to the ship log to clear some of those things up. There you go. That was very nice. So modern Nomai are observing this, and they're all trying to jump from system to system as well. And we can talk to Chert about it, and then he's freaking out. Surely I would have seen some of the kind in the supernova, so perhaps he's freaking out. I need to go speak to Gabbro as well, I think, in that case. We should go speak to Gabbro as well. Considering he's the person that is aware that we are in a time loop, and then I'm thinking that the actual way for us to get into the Ash Twin project is I think it's going to be tied to the warp towers. I think we've got to warp into the project somehow because it's sealed tight. So we got to get into it. But let's go speak to Gabbro, and then we'll look into teleporting into the Ash Twin project. If that is the way that we can get in. And then we will potentially obtain a warp core and go back to the vessel. And I need to fix the exposure on my camera because today's really weird. Like my window is it's sunny and it's cloudy, and my exposure on my camera is freaking out. So I'm just going to fix it while we go and speak to Gabbro, if I don't get sucked into a white hole while I'm trying to do autopilot. Autopilot. Look at that. Look at that autopilot job. Jesus Christ. Let's talk to Gabbro, hopefully before Tornado comes and launches this island up into space, and see what he has to say. It isn't my time, buddy. How's space treating you this loop? Alright, let's have a look. Can I tell you about stuff? Nice. I can tell him about the inside of Statue Island and what happened at the orbital probe cannon. That's nice. But we can't tell him about the fact that the universe is ending. I've reached the inside of Statue Island. So the Nomai created those head statues to record memories, huh? Yeah, I can see the Nomai doing that. Not sure what for, but it seems like their sort of thing. Do you think the statues are recording our memories then? Because I remember that one on the beach looked at me funny. That must be my memory friend. Found what happened to the orbital probe cannon. Whoa, that's the cannon breaking apart at the start of each time loop? For real? Did you figure out why? No, he's spoken about that already. Oh, sorry, I've misread that. I thought I found out what happened on the inside. I thought that was new. And then he's already mentioned that before. Okay. So the new dialogue options tend to be the I found something thing, which is cool. I was wondering if we could have maybe, considering he's our time loop buddy, we could have some sort of important discussions with him about what we've learned, but apparently not. So let's just leave and let's go back to the Hourglass Twins. But we're going to head to Ash Twin and go to the warp tower. I'm going to try my best not to just fly right into the sun. I flew into the sun, so I would advise not doing that. Don't fly into the sun on your way to the Ash Twin. We're very early in the cycle. As you can see, the sand has not even started draining from the Ash Twin yet. So we're going to wait for that to happen, and then we're going to wait for the Ash Twin towers to be accessible, and we're going to try and see if we can warp ourselves into the Ash Twin project so we can steal the warp core, take it to Dark Bramble, put it in the vessel, input the coordinates of the eye of the universe that we found at the core of Giant's Deep, and it's wild how all of this stuff is so beautifully connected. And once we've done all of that, I guess we'll be at the eye of the universe. We can be a conscious observer of the eye. And then I have no idea. But it is honestly blowing my mind to get to this point, to have, you know, so much of this, you know, information available to us, you know. Wait a minute. There's more to explore in the lake bed cave? Oh, what? Oh, excuse me. My ship has suffered some damage. Who did that? Who did that? Okay. There's still more to do in the lake bed cave. Well, that's why we have a ship log, isn't it? Looks like while we wait for the Ash Twin towers to appear, we're heading back to that gosh darn lake bed cave, because there's more to explore there. It said, oh, there's no entrance or exit. For some reason, I just saw that and went, cool, we're done. We've solved the mystery of like the quantum rule there. You know, we stood on it and it teleported us, and I genuinely thought that was it. However, we were very wrong. So let's just quickly duck in there again. And that'll give some time for the sand to drain. I am definitely glad that the game does do there's more to explore here, because it's very useful in moments like this. Okay. Not very useful in moments like this, however. Or I missed my landing. Okay. There might be a third location. Potentially. Okay, so this is where Coleus was. And that's his note. And then... from what I can see here, there's not much else, but... does this shard go somewhere else, briefly? So now we're back here. Back here. Oh, nice. We can see. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Is this a different area? Wait. Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Oh, hang on. Coleus is missing. We're unable to find him. I remember this. Maybe our friendly rock will beat us down there. Oh, I've done this completely out of order. Hang on, this is really confusing me now. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend, because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier? Wasn't this the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update, Mellorai and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. pretty sure we've read that one before. Yep, this is where we came from. Okay, hold on. Yes, okay, there is another room. Okay. And this is a different room that I've been in, but it has this text on it. Okay. So, this lakebed cave having a third location is what's thrown me off, because I got confused when we got in here the first time. I was like, oh. Huh? And then I was like, wait, did it work? And then we left, and I was like, wait, oh, it must not have worked, because we just, you know, I went in here and I walked out. But there's another one of these fucking walls. That really threw me for a loop. Friends, if you find any sign of Coleus, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without a trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Mellorai, some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Coleus. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Burr. Coleus and I were studying the cave's geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Coleus lost, Mellorai? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Coleus to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, and oh no, I'm afraid for him. Hypothesis: we will learn more by examining the northern lakebed cave where Coleus disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. That will update my ship log? No. Consider me fucking confused, because if the ship log doesn't update, that means there's still more to explore here, right? But this just takes us here. So we're seeing, when we turn the light off, we're seeing where we're shifting on the globe, which is really cool. Yeah, so it shifts to 3 locations. This is the section that doesn't have an entrance or an exit. And we've read this. What more is there to explore here? This part of me is like, if we take out this scroll and then go and put it in this one, I don't know if that'll change any... I don't know if that'll change anything, because it'll just be what we've already just read. It'll just be in a new spot, yeah. It just is in a new spot. If there was perhaps a scroll in the no entrance or exit cave, then maybe. Because this just goes to this. I guess we'll head back to the ship and see if it says that there's still more to discover here. Because if there is, I have no clue. That's genuinely stumped me. More to explore in the lakebed cave. That's driving me insane. I'm genuinely a little stumped about the the more to explore here at the Lakebed Cave, because I've gone back, I've found multiple pieces of dialogue on the floor, 2 in the walls, and then in the wall with no exit or entrance. There's 3 rooms that the shard goes to. I've gone to all 3. I've read every single discussion. I'm not sure. Usually there's more to explore here, is talking about like conversations. And I just have no idea. I have no idea what there is that's more to explore there. So I might be missing something. I don't know. That's also not what I expected to happen. Oh, there's my ship. I was... Okay. I was expecting to get warped at that particular moment in time. However, instead I was sucked up through the roof and thrown onto Ember Twin. So that's fun. That's not what I was intending. I guess that does make sense considering the roof is broken on that one, but you'd still warp on it, right? You would still warp when it circles around? Otherwise, like, it should still work. Let's try it again, because I think when we last tried the warp tower, we did it in the tower on the other side, and that just took us to Ember Twin. But there's 2 warp towers naturally. So the other one, I'm thinking logically, should take us to the Ash Twin project. So here it comes. If we stand here, we'll see what happens, won't we? We will see what happens. We're doing something wrong here. I'm gonna go consult the ship log and see if we can figure out how to get into the project. Physically sealed off by a protective shell. Technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval. An advanced warp core is installed in the central chamber. Ash Twin Towers. The Whitehall Station was used as a model for these towers, which were built for the Ash Twin project. Each tower warps to a different planet. Many Nomai were quick to note the sun is not actually a planet. Towers allow for Nomai to quickly travel. This was the experiment. I feel like I'm in the right place. Like, I feel like I'm approaching it right, but it's not working. So we're going to try again. We're going to keep testing this experiment. I truly do believe that we must be standing in that tower, and I might be not standing in it correctly. So we're going to, I guess, have a look and wait and see. Because potentially it's probably not a good idea to stand in the warp thing when the sand comes over. It might have to be just after, and that could be the mistake. So what we're going to do is wait for the Ash Twin Towers to be available. We're going to stand in that tower, and we're going to observe the, I guess, the warp core on the bottom to see if there's like a visual indicator that we can like quickly run into it. But to say that this episode and our discoveries has fried my brain today is an understatement, because we're at a point where I'm definitely feel like we're doing things right, but I'm like, oh, I've taken in so much information today that I'm kind of like struggling to process it. So this is definitely going to be the last thing that we do today. I'll die trying. We're going to try and get into the Ash Twin project and see if we can get the warp core. Because if we're stood in the other tower, it'll take us to that platform there. Right? Alright. Getting here nice and early. Right and early for the moment of warp. Now, we're going to stand here and we're going to wait and we're going to see how it looks when the sand goes over. And hopefully we'll be able to run right into it. We've tried twice to do this and failed. Nice. Okay. Holy fuck. This is very confusing to look at. Thank you. Okay. That's very reassuring. This is very disorienting. Oh, that's the room! There it is. Okay. Oh, it looks so weird from this angle. Wow. Okay. Ah, God. It's very hard to look at. Oh, one's broken. I didn't see that in the thing. So, what our previous assumptions was that these are the active linked ones, right? So there's 3. One's me, one's Gabbro, someone else. Potentially Solanum, potentially the person from the things that we read about. However, I'm assuming that it would deactivate if that person was long since dead, but who knows? Let's read stuff. Let's read stuff. 9 minutes, 9 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Masks retrieving... Oh, there we go. Masks... Oh, it's the probe tracking module. Duh. The probe tracking module, Giant's Deep, and Timberhearth Memory Statue. So the probe tracking module, which has been getting it 9 million times, Gabbro and myself. That just makes too much sense. Sometimes you don't see the obvious answer even when you've already been given the answer before because you start thinking too hard. 13 minutes until end of cycle transmission. That's the countdown. We've got 13 minutes to figure this bad boy out. We've got a bunch of text to read. Let's take a look. The music right now, dude. Like, it feels so intense. Because this is it. We're about to, I guess, shut down this program, right? And go and take the warp core and put it in the vessel. Today we finish the excavation of Ash Twin. Here, in this space we will craft our most ambitious project yet, the Ash Twin project, powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab, I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. This is fucking insane. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Arvans to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. It's all coming together. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis: the cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we are all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Arvans advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Arvans can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. I'm pronouncing it different ways now, because fuck my brain, apparently. Arvans, perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Sometimes you read too much out loud that you can no longer do it properly. And I relate to that. I relate to that challenge. Would it help to remind Arvans that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon, or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. Fuck me, yeah, okay, so the Ash Twin project is actually powered by the energy from the supernova. However, it works anyway because the Sun Station project failed, but this star is at its natural endpoint. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. This is just like the big long string of dialogue, really just like collecting everything we've learned so far in one place. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here is what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Oh yeah, this is another detail I haven't vocalized yet, which is I assumed that the Sun Station, and it's a weird kind of brain thing, right? You see the Sun Station go into the Sun, and I had this same theory way early on with the Interloper, and I'm going, oh, it's going into the Sun, causing it to explode. However, we know that the Sun is expanding due to it reaching the end of its life cycle. So it's not that, and it's actually the Sun Station fires something into the Sun to cause it. Just like weird disconnects in theories that you kind of overlook, because sometimes you'll observe something and you'll like think about it differently and not like how it actually is. I just logically I was just going, oh yeah, it's falling into the Sun, therefore that's what's causing it, you know, glossing over the information that it tells you it's going to fire at the Sun. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. The words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. Suppose we redesign the Sun Station. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound, we were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the Sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in this solar system and we're anxious to explore it, and then they do. And it's the ghost matter that explodes out of the core of that and goes over the whole solar system in an instant. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. It's so sad how hopeful the Nomai are as a species, only for them to be met with absolute disaster and ruin at every turn. You know? Like, they're like, oh, the interloper, let's go and explore this comet, right? And then the comet just fucking explodes in ghost matter, and they all die. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability can still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished. If my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. My gratitude for the latest shipment. Oh, yeah, no. The ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. We've definitely read this stuff before. I think these are all of the stones. These are all of them collected in one place almost. Like these were the conversations that were taking place back and forth. I don't know if I've read this before, actually. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project. They look beautiful, although I feel as though I'm being observed. This feels like deja vu, but also at the same time it feels kind of new. When you do so much reading, it's hard to tell. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds, otherwise I imagine the experience will be hard to endure. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. And I think this is really fucking clever. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Like, the fact that we're in this situation where it's constantly just sending all this information back, 22 minutes, 22 minutes, 22 minutes, like, and it's letting us know of all of this, like, information, like, on a loop, you know? Artificial gravity control. Oh, if I turn that off, I feel like I'll get flung up into the air, so hold on. I kind of need artificial gravity, don't I? You're about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Oh shit. Oh, maybe this is why I need to turn off the gravity. Otherwise... Okay, hang on. Oh, nice. Oh, shit. There we go. Okay. This is really stressful, actually. Okay. Now we need to get out. That was the worst timing of all time. It was equally the best and worst timing ever. Thank you. Get me the fuck out. I was like, fuck. That was so funny. Okay. Wait a minute. Hang on, this feels kind of different. Whoa, it is different. Hang on, it's playing the music earlier. It's like it's a different version of the theme. I can't even describe the feeling that this game is giving me right now, but it's fucking spectacular. Like, this is crazy. Like, I just feel so overwhelmed and tense, actually. Like, navigating the Ash Twin project, doing it, taking away this core, having this understanding of everything that is taking place right now. The music playing as we leave Ash Twin with the new warp core that we have to go and put in the vessel in Dark Bramble. And then we input the coordinates to the Eye of the Universe and we leave before the sun explodes. I know that I said that getting into the Ash Twin project would be the last thing that we do, but I lied, because how can you stop now? How could you stop? Don't stress about my landing. It was perfect. I can't put this down. I can't put this down. Another happy landing. I'm really good at that. One thing that's very consistent with me is I've always just been very good at flying since the very beginning. That's never changed. Are we good? Okay, we're good. Okay. Do I hear a fucking anglerfish? What the fuck? Don't anglerfish me right now. I can't go through that shit right now. Damn it. How anticlimactic if I get eaten by an anglerfish. Anytime I fucking repair this, it's like blowing away. Okay. There was something else that got hit too, but I don't know what it was. I'm so stressed that I'm not even able to do this properly. So I apologize. Keeping in mind that I still have to navigate past those anglerfish without dying. And I'm kinda really not looking forward to that. Now, I think we just have to go through the red thing and if we just glide straight forward, we'll be able to go where we need. I think I can remember it without having to do it with the scout launcher. I think I can remember. I don't have any... I think we're just going to let it float. We're just going to let ourselves float. And once we start seeing this red light transform into something strange and beautiful, that'll be the time that we can start to move and make it to the vessel. I do profusely apologize for being a little bit all over the place in this episode. It's just been a lot because I feel very stressed because of how incredible this is and how much it is kind of blowing my mind, while at the same time trying to keep a cool head. Alright, we're gonna move. Now, it was in here, wasn't it? It's just in here. We don't need this ship anymore. Goodbye, old faithful, you've served me well. We're going in this ship that is instead broken and destroyed, but it will warp us to where we want to go. Again, I can't even begin to tell you what I'm fucking feeling right now, but holy shit. Alright, the warp core's in. We already did this. I don't know if it probably won't stay there on a loop, but I think we need to do it right now again. Alright, now that we have gravity, this will be significantly easier than it was before. I don't know what any of this means. I don't know what I'm doing. I've read that. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what this is. I need to put in the coordinates for the... Okay, hang on. I'm stressed out now because I can't think. Like, I feel like are we gonna die? Are we gonna die? Oh, hang on a minute. Well, oh, hang on, what the hell? Oh, you can do it out of order. You don't just circle it around. What do I have to... Oh, shit. What do I have to do? I don't know what I have to do here. That's... Oh, no. I don't know what I have to do here, and I don't know what I have to do here. Oh shit, what do I do? Like, I have to put coordinates in this thing, right? Oh, it's popped up down the bottom of my screen. Holy shit, it's popped up down the bottom of my screen. I see, it makes sense to me now. Okay. Fuck me, I'm an idiot. I couldn't see it. And we're dead. And we're dead. I'm such a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't... Wow. Oh, that's painful. The tension. The supernova is gone, so I'm just waiting for us to die at this point in time. I can't believe it. We were so close. We are dead. Holy fuck, because the Ash Twin Project is... The Ash Twin Project isn't working anymore. Please tell me. Okay. Okay. Okay, I panicked. And I just thought we were about to... I just thought we almost started all over again before it allowed us to load a previous save. That was tragic. Oh man, that's such a silly moment. It pops up down the bottom with the eye coordinates, right? And I just totally could not even focus on that. I couldn't even see it. All I could see was what was directly in front of me, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And the time pressure mixed with the fact that it's like, I'm on a recording, I need to do this, I need to nail it right away, I need to figure out how to fly perfectly through this, I need to make it before we die and restart the time loop. The Ash Twin project is now shut down, which means everything is riding on this moment, and I totally choked. I totally choked. And the just knowing that we were so close, only for us to just be like, you are dead. And just to see the credits roll killed me. Ah, that's so dumb. I fucked up so bad. Alright. Now we know what we have to do. We get the warp core, we fly to Dark Bramble, we get in there, and the eye coordinates are in the bottom of my screen, and I put them in, and then I go in the ship, and then it will take us there. And for those of you that were just screaming and yelling at me through the screen, I heard you, alright? Just know that I heard you. It reverberated through time and space, and I can hear it in my ears, and I'm sorry, because I've let you down. I've let you down. That was our perfect moment to get that done with, like, not a moment to spare, but I fucked it up. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, this is... I'm real with you guys. I'm not gonna just be like, oh, let's just pretend it never happened and I'll cut this out and then I'll fake it and we'll do it again and it will be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, this shit happens. You know, people... We fuck up, we make mistakes, we fail, and we try again. And as much as it's easy for me doing a video game and editing a Let's Play to go, or just fucking try and make it look perfect and like I'm skillful and whatever, I clearly fucked up and I caved into panic. You know, it happened. And it happens to everybody. So we've got to nail it on the second try, which is very on brand, I think. But I don't think it can be overstated how fucking amazing this feels. The absolute intensity of everything clicking, you looking at your rumor ship log and being like, holy shit, like, you see all of the pieces now, you see the tragedy, you see how awful all of this is for the Nomai people and for everyone, like this bleak natural death of the universe, and all we have to go off is these coordinates that we found at the core of Giant's Deep to take us to the Eye of the Universe, which we don't even know what's going to happen when we get there. Hopefully something good, but again, no fucking idea what, you know? We're going to and shutting down the Ash Twin project makes it so much more stressful. And then you have like the music kick in, like the music to signify the end. But instead of it being the end, it's like this weird sort of like hopeful version of it. That's like, oh, I just can't even describe it. It's like, it fills me, like I'm welling up. Like it fills me with such an intense, energy that it's like everything depends on this. And like I was just like fucking shaking, dude. Like just knowing how all of it plays out now, and that the Eye of the Universe is actually like within reach, within my grasp. I'm gonna put the warp core in there, put the coordinates in the thingy, and fucking zoom away. And in a perfect world, I put the coordinates in and I was observant enough to see it pop up in the bottom left corner, and I didn't until it was too late. But now we're going to do this and we're going to nail it. It's just very unfortunate that it's like I wasted time when I didn't have that time to waste. You know what I mean? We had precious seconds, and we let it go. It's all right. It's just Outer Wilds edging. You know, you edge yourself each loop, and you get closer and closer to a beautiful release. We did see the credits roll of Outer Wilds, which fucking kills me. You are dead. Credits roll. Terrible failure ending. Like that is so bad. What it does confirm, however, is we are mere moments away from an actual ending, you know, like mere moments away from us actually seeing how this is going to finish. What is also nice is we have confirmation that we can load a previous save, which loads it like right before that moment, which is nice, because I think that means we'll be able to do the Echoes of the Eye content without it being too much of a, you know, being too messy or having to start a new save or anything like that. But holy fuck. All right, let's do this again. Let's get into the Ash Twin project and let's go back to Dark Bramble, go to the vessel. Could you imagine if we hadn't gone to the vessel to at least check it out that first time? Because we would have just gone there and we would have had to been like reading things and figuring it out. Like we wouldn't have been able to complete it at all. That would have been even worse. I'd just be like, how the fuck do I get to the vessel? So discovering the vessel first was super necessary, I would say, because that would not have even gone anywhere near as smoothly as it did, all things considered. Alright, now if everyone just pretends that this is my first time doing it and we didn't fail before, and we're like, oh my god, guys, we're doing it. We're doing it. And we're doing it first try. I'm not fucking this up at all. I missed it again. Give it to me. It's such a fucking masterful choice for them to have this music play. Like a new version of this theme, not, I don't know if hopeful is the right word, but it's the word that comes to mind, like a weird sort of like twinge of hope in a hopeless piece of music, of everything coming to an end. We're getting in there and we're doing it, and we're doing it with sufficient time as early as possible without fucking it up. So we'll go in there, we'll put the coordinates in there, and it's amazing how that thing actually works. I don't know what it was with my brain, like looking at that, just being like, oh yeah, we just activate it, like we're turning it on. That's what my brain was thinking, like you just go and you just put the orb around the next one, put it around. And I think the reason why that was working for me is because you would do it, you'd put it in, and it would spin around. I'm like, oh, cool, that must be right. You know, it doesn't like be like, oh, this input is incorrect. But it makes sense that it wouldn't say that because it's literally a thing for inputting coordinates. Like, coordinates go in multiple different directions, so there are no incorrect coordinates, you know? But fuck me. It was just funny how it was doing it for me, you know? Sometimes puzzles just don't click right away. Sometimes you don't see the obvious thing right in front of you and you miss up. This is it. Okay. And sometimes you also crash into goddamn pieces of the original planet while you're trying to line up here. That is so fucking unfortunate. I didn't know that there was an anglerfish in this one. Is it randomized, or are they just always hanging out in every instance? And I just get lucky sometimes. Oh no. I'm wondering if we can go into the first red light instead of waiting until it's the second one. I was just kind of following in the footsteps of how we got there the first time. But I'm pretty sure the red light goes into that same anglerfish spot because it's that light that's being reflected by all of those red things. So as long as we... Oh, I fucking hate this. Why? 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 Why the fuck is this happening to me? Why is an anglerfish in the first area? Fuck off. How am I supposed to... No! Go down, you piece of shit! Oh, this is not good. Have I got enough momentum to just glide through here? I don't know if you're on the same speed every time or not. Hopefully, because holy shit. Oh my god. I do not wish to be eaten by an anglerfish on my journey, doing like literally like the baton run of the universe. The baton run to decide all in the universe and what's going to happen. I'm going to get to the eye of the universe or die trying, quite literally. Alright, we're slowly moving. So we can go straight to the vessel from this first red light. We've got plenty of time. We've got plenty of time. Okay. Now we go into this light, and we're at the vessel. Okay. Go for another run. I am going to do it the way that we found it the first time. We're going to do it the distress beacon way. Because at least if we do it the distress beacon way, I know exactly where the signal goes for the vessel, and I think that that is just the way that I can make sure that I can guarantee I'm not going to fly. I'm not going to float at this point, because I'm just floating to avoid getting heard by anglerfish. We're just going to drift into the vessel, because I don't want to go full speed ahead into an anglerfish's mouth, which I keep doing. Okay. So if we go from here, follow this to the bramble seed. Shoot in our scout launcher. Signal. Go in here. I guess it doesn't matter how fast we go in. It seems like we float through at the same... We float through at the same speed every time. There we go. I see our scout. Over there. 2 kilometers that way, and it's not even one of these lights. Any one of these lights could end up being another anglerfish. This is it. Patiently drift. Float away with the rest of the garbage. That light down there is moving. That one there. If I didn't have my scout launcher already somewhere else, I'd probably shoot it in that direction and see if that was an anglerfish or not, but I think it was. Alright, in we go. That yellow foggy mist confirming that we've made it to the right place. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we've gotten here in a much more graceful manner. Raise eject cover. Ugh, eject. Because we don't need that ship anymore, do we? We don't need our ship anymore, not where we're going. Warp core in, gravity restored. Let's input the signal, the coordinates. Alright, I coordinates. First one. This, this, this. That's the first I coordinate. Send it in. Second coordinate. Oh, second one in. Let's go. Final coordinate. Up, here, there, 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 there. Wonderful. Done. Coordinates inputted. I don't even know what to fucking say. I didn't think that was going to warp us immediately, because I thought there would have been a step involving doing something with this first as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, okay. So there is a step involving that. Quantum fluctuation. So there's a quantum fluctuation that's unknown to us. Okay. I don't know if we're free from the time loop or things being destroyed, but I guess we're going through there because the door's closed. Oh, look! There's the ship. Is that us? Is that us all the way over there? We're so far away, we can't pinpoint a location. I can't even look for another signal. All we've got is the quantum fluctuation. 680 meters down that way. And an intense gravity. We are stuck on the floor. It does reflect the quantum moon does reflect this surface quite well. It's very dark. Oh, the quantumness of it all. Oh! Whoa. Holy shit. Just keep going. Just keep going straight. Oh, this is fucked. The flash of lightning changing the positioning of everything, like, for a moment. That is, like, terrifying. Are we just getting sucked up into... what? Are we just... okay? We're just going up into that? Yep, okay, let's just enter the time vortex. Holy shit. Am I dropping in and then are we getting sucked up? Yeah, gravity's 0 here. Oh, hang on. I'm going up. I need to go up. I'm terrified. Gravity is so heavy here that I can't climb up there, and then it's nothing here. Oh. So we can use this. It's like the texture of the material, we're like stuck to it, so I can walk up here. Oh god, and then technically we're dropping into a pit from this perspective instead. Holy shit. I don't even... what the fuck? Explore a solar system at the end of the universe. That's where we are. We're at the end of the universe. The Maya never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. Whoa, what is happening? There's no text on there. It's the same but different text. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system predated even the Nomai, which is, we've discovered the ring world, but we have to actually check it out. Oh shit, the anglerfish is dead and fossilized. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. What is real and what is not right now? What is happening? The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. So the ghost matter exploding from that core just wiped all of them out instantaneously, like a just like mass extinction event. We're here to just finish what they started. Hornfels observations. This is the same. Almost as if the entire universe is expanding. Oh, wow. Okay, hello. Observe. Is this the final thing for us to do here? Hang on, I just want to make sure. I want to make sure I'm very stressed out right now. It's too quiet. All I can hear are all of my own thoughts. It's too much. I'm going to assume that there's just nothing. Oh, that terrified the fuck out of me. Okay. Yep. So there's definitely nothing. Okay. We are observing. So this used to be the map. It is now nothing. Or is it something? Oh, I like that it was like in the shape of an eye there at like the final zoom out. Oh, wow. Whoa, okay, hello. Whoa. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I'm like trying not to cry. This what have I just played? What have I just experienced for the past couple of weeks? This is all that's left of everything. Nothing. Just dust and echoes. And it's all fading away here at the end. Oh god, okay. Oh, what? Whoa. Dude, what the fuck? He's good. I like them crunchy where I come from. Ah, okay. Okay. Do you hear music? I can't take this right now, dude. Like my emotions are really high strung. I'm like pushing through tears at whatever the fuck is going on here. Why are you sealed in there? What the fuck? It's playing itself. You can only hear it on the signal scope. Oh, now I can go in. Let me in. Why are you playing this game with me right now? I'm not emotionally equipped to deal with this. I travel back and be like, yeah, hi, I heard a banjo, it's being played by a ghost. Oh, it's so weird that it just doesn't work anymore. Oh! Oh! Hang on. Wait a minute. No. I was like, ghost matter? Is there like a ghost planet? No. Oh, finally. Thank you. Gather. I was waiting so long for that. Whoa, what is going on? Ryback. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. It might not even exist here. Aren't you forgetting someone? Whoa, we're gonna get everyone together. Are they all gonna play music? The Quiet Shade. Cross Old Bark. In the ancient glade. This is new. This is a new instrument. This is so bizarre. What the it's only available like in certain instances. It's so weird. What the fuck? Okay, this feels like a... hang on, I need more people. Oh, I can't get out of the ship. Shit. I can't get out of the ship.
Is that Solanum that I'm gathering? Is this Solanum? Oh my god. Hypothesis, everyone must be here before we can begin. Once they arrive, I believe we'll be ready for the next step. I'm glad you remembered me. We're getting everybody. Feldspar. Oh no! You had to ruin a good thing. Get the fuck... Okay, what the fuck? It goes through trees. Get the fuck out. Why must this happen to me? Oh my god, it's gone. Alright, I'm going for someone else. Okay, hang on. Jesus. Alright, there's still more to be done here. Yeah, got it on photo. It's still there. Oh, this is interesting. What do I have to do here? I walk and it keeps disappearing. Can I keep going? Whoa. Okay. What? This is just tripping me out, dude. Oh, I hear the anglerfish. I hate it. Okay, what's happening here that I'm not getting? If we shoot the scout launcher, it doesn't like it. Ooh, even this... Oh, the scout launcher goes back to the start as well. That's interesting. See that? That goes back. So weird. Can't interact with this, I can just... Like, it's right here, and then it isn't. Should I just... Oh, what? Oh, that's... Oh. Okay, I wouldn't think to have... you just have to look at it. Oh, okay, you just have to look at it. You don't have to necessarily be, like... physically next to it. You just have to be looking at it real close. The stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our star is what ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everybody. Should I launch a scout into the anglerfish's mouth? Oh. Oh, there was a fake... There was a fake one. That was the anglerfish. That's clever because of the duplicate signals. And the tree. So feldspar's here now, right? Nice, and not anglerfish feldspar. Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. Alright, final one. We're in a tree. We're in low orbit up here. Oh, there you are. I have everyone now, I believe. bro. What do you say, time buddy? Ready to start the music? Yes. Huh, this should be cool. Everyone's going to play music together, and we're going to have an added piano element with Solanum. What's my instrument? A conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Yes. This song is new to me, but I am honored to be a part of it. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Yes. Haha, here goes nothing. Shall I begin? Yes. Well then, here I go. Should I begin? Yes. You got it. I'll do my best. I can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Yes. Okay, I won't let you down. How long has that been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? Really happy we're all here. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. But I think the rules are about to change. I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. Cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. I'll tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? Yes. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Am I going in? Am I going in? Well done, everybody. Good recommendation. Well done. You got me. And now I have joined the club because now that you know how this game ends and how you can get it to end, you can never do that ever again for the first time. Now everybody who's a fan of this game and recommends it and says, don't look into it, don't know anything, and go into it blind, and then you join the Outer Wilds cult of going to watch other people's playthroughs to chase that feeling of them discovering it because you can't figure it out for a second time. You know now. What a gut punch at the end. Yeah, I have shed some tears. That is for sure. This game is beautiful, top to bottom. Soundtrack is absolutely incredible, and the music at the end, the different version of like the ending music as things go supernova. It's crazy. This game has a really comfortable and a nice, innocent feeling from the very beginning. It's so hopeful, and then it gets really bleak. And it's this acceptance at the end that it's over. A very natural end to the universe, and but also having the added element of having a conscious observer of the of the eye of the universe. I'm trying to find words, but I feel like everybody who's watching right now understands how I'm feeling. Especially many of you who have recommended this game and felt that it would be perfect for me. Probably know exactly how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking, and I think we've probably sort of echoed a lot of the same thoughts and feelings throughout the course of the playthrough, and I'm just emotionally spent right now. What's really nice is that it's not over, because there is the Echoes of the Eye DLC, and I get to play it immediately, which I feel very blessed and lucky to be able to do so. I get to continue the game and play it immediately. So Outer Wilds is not over. Don't cry yet. We'll cry later. There is still more for us to discover, and we've briefly touched it. But the core main experience is a nothing short of a masterpiece. That's for sure. Thank you so much for joining me on the Outer Wilds journey, at least for the main story, the base game portion. We will be continuing into the Echoes of the Eye DLC, which I'm very excited for. So the playthrough will essentially continue until we reach another ending, and then I guess what we'll probably do after we've finished the DLC is we will then probably finish the main game again and see what happens, having all of that, done and dusted. But I loved this game to bits. Every single second of it was amazing. It was there was so much chaos, and so much confusion and figuring it all out and feeling like you have it all figured out, and then realizing you are so far from the truth, and all of the theories that you craft throughout this experience, being like, is this how this works? I wonder about this. All of that kind of stuff. The amount of what you can do with this game in terms of theorizing and figuring it out on the journey, and which planets you decide to go to first and last, and how the story pieces together for you is wholly a unique experience. Oh, okay. 14.3 billion years later. New planets forming. New species as well. Just a new life. Oh my god. Another Big Bang, you know? And more life has spawned 14.3 billion years later. Why did that make me so emotional? Oh my god. Outer Wilds 2, where is it? And then 14.3 billion years later, give me another incredible space journey. Life continues. As it always will. It'll persevere in different forms. Cool. So we can load our previous save, which is good because what we can do is we can load where we were before we do the baton run to end all baton runs, and we shove the Ash Twin Project's warp drive into the vessel and leave. Is we can do the DLC, we can do Echoes of the Eye, and then we can finish the main game again and see what happens. But holy crap. For now, this episode is over. We are done. I'm going to go to sleep because I am emotionally drained and devastated. This game, at least what I can say for now of the base game, absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for recommending it constantly and knowing that I would enjoy it, because I felt a lot of pressure starting this playthrough, because whenever something is hyped up incredibly, I obviously don't want to half bake anything or let anyone down with their expectations, you know, of like what they expect a playthrough will be like. The last thing I ever want is someone to be like, oh, I was so excited for this, but you suck, you know, and you've let me down, you haven't played it how I wanted. And I was feeling a lot of pressure to play this game, but I do what I always do. I play it how I feel, you know, I play it how I feel, you know, I want to play it a particular way, I will play it that way. I always play in a very genuine manner, and I always just hope that resonates with people and that people can find some comfortability in how I play games and how I always want to share them and share that experience with you guys. So thank you so much, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough, for helping me out on the channel and supporting the channel. Whether you're subscribed or new here and you haven't subscribed yet, but you're about to because you've just watched this playthrough and you're like, damn, I'm going to subscribe to this guy because he played this game and this is his full-time gig, and I want to keep seeing him play video games, and I'm going to support him. That would be very appreciated. Thank you so much to my lovely patrons as well who voted for this game to drop onto the channel, and for everyone who has recommended it over the course of however many months to years it has been of people being like, play this game, you know. I'm gonna go to bed, I'm gonna wrap it up, but Outer Wilds is not over. Echoes of the Eye will be what we do in the next episode. We will go back to that ring world, the Stranger, and see what it's all about. So thank you so much for watching this episode, the ending of the base game of Outer Wilds, and I will see you next time.